This episode starts off with Barry and Joe being broken from what just happened. And I don't blame them. For a father and a fiance, this has to be incredibly hard. We see HR try and do what he can only to see that it's not even HR. Honestly, I'm shocked. Not because it was HR who actually switched places with Iris using the face changer, but the fact that he went above and beyond to protect Iris. We see that HR used the piece of Savatar's armor to track Iris, but when the armor shot out of HR's hand and they realized that they were there, HR had to decide what to do. What's great about this moment is that he doesn't even really hesitate. He thinks what's happening is his fault and he's doing what he needs to do so that he can make up for his mistake. HR died knowing that Savatar was wrong and he was not a coward. He was a hero and honestly one of the biggest ones in this show.
Savatar took the Speed Force bazooka.
Unfortunately, we find out that Savatar stole the speed bazooka because he's an asshole who can't just be okay with killing his not fiance. Team Flash goes back to Star Labs, and this is awesome because we find out that the headline finally makes sense again. Yes, Iris West Allen. Barry actually fixed part of the timeline. Way to go, Flash. Killer Frost has Cisco pretty much pinned down, but before she can finish him off, she finds out that Savatar wants him alive for something. Also, Cisco's hands are safe. Savitar actually realized he got played by HR because the memories are starting to come back, and he is pissed. I love this because Killer Frost is kind of panicking here. How can the speed god get tricked? Oh no, the doubt was real here. Oh look, Julian's back, and guess what?
This will rewrite Caitlin's meta-DNA. This will bring back Caitlin.
That is actually an excellent reason to not have been in the last episode. A little weird, her mom helped you, but still a great reason. Everyone's trying to figure out what's going to happen now that Savatar failed to kill Iris, and they bring up something that becomes a theme in this episode, the Speed Force Paradox. This is the thing that's going to catch up to Savatar and erase him from the time now that Barry won't become Savatar. Just like when it caught up to the Reverse Flash on Legends of Tomorrow. So Black Flash is coming, and if you guys remember, Black Flash was terrifying.
What do you want me to alter it into, like a hairdryer or a waffle maker? Oh, I know, maybe something that's going to fix that thin crust pizza you call a face.
Cisco is a freaking savage in this episode. That is the most hardcore thing ever. No fear. And he made a waffle face joke in there. Cisco, you were awesome. Also, his hands be hella safe. We find out that waffle face Savatar has a plan B. And I can honestly say I did not picture Barry having a plan B. I definitely didn't picture for him to have such an awesome ass plan B.
You want to splice yourself throughout time? Exist in every single moment there ever was.
All of us aware and connected through one consciousness.
That's actually a pretty legit master plan as far as evil speedsters go. Pretty good.
How about I sit on my ass and let you obliterate permanently from existence? How's that sound?
Again, Cisco is just the MVP of greatness here. You use those hands and you tell him you ain't building shit for his DiGiorno pizza face ass. This is the theme I was talking about earlier. Not only is this now a paradox, like Eobard, the Black Flash is going to be coming for him, just like Eobard, and he's going to try and kill Vibe the same way Reverse Flash did in that one timeline. So Barry didn't just become a villain, he became like the villain that destroyed his life. But of course he had a plan B for that as well, and he threatens to heart handshake Killer Frost instead. And he even tells Cisco that one of his new memories is that Julian has a cure for her right now. Cisco may be ready to die, but we know that Cisco won't ever give up on his friends. Speaking of not giving up, Barry finally takes what Snart said to heart and figures out exactly how he wants to stop Savatar. He's not going to be giving into the darkness and the pain like he did the last 2 seasons. Barry and his funhouse mirror reflection try to talk it out. Barry convinces him that there's still a part of the good Barry inside of Savatar. Barry actually thinks he's getting through to him, so he offers him the chance to be saved and part of the team. This is going to go super well. So this is a super horrible idea. I don't care what you say to Savatar, you don't bring him into Star Labs like that. Not that you could have kept him out because it's Star Labs, but you definitely don't bring him into Star Labs. Iris tries to talk some sense into Savatar because she knows that there's still some part of the man she loves in there. And all I can think is, that's disgusting. Why are you touching it? Why are you touching it? It's sweaty. Why is it always sweaty?
He stole my future. Why does he deserve one?
Yeah, you stand up for yourself, Tracy. Don't take shit from nobody. I don't know what they thought was gonna happen here. They even get Harry from Earth 2 to talk to her. He makes some really good points about what HR would have wanted, but damn, it's too soon. He just died. That is kind of intense. She is not gonna help you do anything for Savatar.
This is where we came up with the cerebral inhibitor to use against DeVoe. Who? You haven't gotten there yet.
We actually get another teaser at a villain called DeVoe, and Savatar is just spoiling the future. 1, why do the future versions of Barry keep giving out sensitive future information? And 2, DeVoe is also known as the Thinker in the comic books. He was pretty much a genius from an early age and became a district attorney. Kind of like Adrian Chase. But DeVoe was actually stopped by the original Flash, Jay Garrick, and he would eventually end up joining the Injustice Society. He's actually joined multiple incarnations of the Injustice Society, but it never works out. DeVoe eventually ended up trying to take on Wally West while he was the Flash. Because, you know, Barry was in the Speed Force, just saying, keep that in mind. They also had a battle inside of the Flash's head, and the Flash started to wreck the Thinker. The Thinker was an amazing opponent, he was incredibly smart, he had a lot of advantage. Wally West was able to think at super speed, and with the boost that Cyborg gave him to push his thoughts even farther, he was able to destroy the Thinker. So Savatar's getting a second chance, and he's just kind of being a dick about it. I mean, he has a lot of valid points. He's making sense. It's just he's being a dick about it.
Energy radiating from the breach room? That's not breach energy.
That's the Philosopher's Stone. It's releasing all its energy.
Savitar.
It looks like it's gonna blow.
Oh, dang. Team Flash got set the fuck up. I'm not surprised. I don't know why they didn't see this coming. I don't know why they didn't think something like this was going to happen. They really should have thought about this. Also, if you need to destroy the stone of do anything you wanted, then just blow it up in Star Labs. Problem solved. Cisco tries again for the upteenth time to bring Killer Frost back to the side of the heroes, but it still doesn't work. And of course we know exactly what's going to happen. Savatar and Killer Frost are going to try to kill him, but guess what? Yes, Gypsy is back and Cisco's hands are safe. I love it. This woman is really wifey material. You need to marry her now, Cisco, and then create #Gypsco.
I thought something happened to you guys. Two-Face told me you guys were dead.
We're okay.
Two-Face reference. I don't know if this is actually supposed to be a Batman Two-Face reference because I don't know if Batman is active on Earth 1. But we do know that Batman is active on Supergirl's Earth, so he could easily know about Two-Face. Savitar sets up his plan and he needs Killer Frost to help him stop the Speed Force. He knows that something's going to come out of there as soon as he starts doing whatever it is his plan is, and he was absolutely right. Black Flash is here and it is time to clean house. End this man in the mirror speedster once and for all, please. Yeah, that happened. That was incredibly anticlimactic, and I actually felt bad for Hunter Zolomon, who is going to be the Black Flash now. Killer Frost splices Savitar across time, and guess who got set up? Get played.
I've been waiting a long time to do that.
Jay Garrick is back and ready to kick butt. Cisco turned the Speed Force bazooka into a key that would let Jay out of the prison. Very smart, Cisco. Great use of hands. Everyone breaks off into their little battles, and I'm really surprised that Savatar still had some tricks up his sleeve. But he also had an edge because of that armor. I mean, it's crazy. Regardless, speedster battles. I'm just a sucker for a speedster battle. I really am. Cisco and Gypsy fight Killer Frost, and it's not a surprise that the two of them are able to stop Killer Frost. Come on, it's Vibe and Gypsy. But when Savitar goes to kill Cisco, Killer Frost actually saves him. I'm guessing that Cisco giving her the cure to become Caitlin Snow again finally snapped her out of whatever state she was stuck in. I actually don't have anything for this part. It was just funny. I laughed my ass off, and I want to watch it one more time. Jeez, you got wrecked.
I'm gonna kill Joe, and Wally, and Iris. If I am going to die, then everything you love is going to die too.
So again, closing off this whole Reverse Flash theme, Savitar giving Barry almost the exact same speech that Reverse Flash gave Barry at the end of season 1. He honestly should have known that this is where he loses. Where did you even learn to do that? How did you do that? Where? That was amazing, and it even changes the color of the suit. What? And then he doesn't even stop there. He just wrecks Savitar. He beats the nonsense out of Savitar. That suit is way too OP, which is why it's good that Barry destroys it by doing something else that was completely savage. He vibrate shatters it. I love this moment. I absolutely love this moment. Iris shoots Savitar in the back, and that is a complete call to the very first episode in Flashpoint. Joe saved Barry from the rival the exact same way. Exact same way. It's poetic. Savitar dies the same way the speedster he killed dies from the timeline that created Savitar. Layers. So they finally have the funeral for HR, and I love how HR completely changed his own destiny. He was supposed to be the coward, and he ended up becoming the hero. Not only that, but he did what everyone with powers couldn't do. He gave everyone else the chance to change their future. We see Killer Frost watching the funeral from afar, and we find out that she does not want to come back. She doesn't consider herself Killer Frost. She doesn't consider herself Caitlin Snow. She needs to go find herself. This is actually really close to the Killer Frost from the DC Rebirth series going on right now. She was a villain, and then she actually decided to reform when Batman gave her a chance. Now she's on Batman's new JSA team, trying to be a hero. I think that eventually she is going to come back as a hero, but for now, there's going to be a struggle, just like her comic book counterpart. Well, now everything is back to normal. No, it is not. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the very first Speed Force storm. If you read Flash Rebirth, we find out that a Speed Force storm is just lightning that comes out of the Speed Force, and it is crazy destructive. And usually anybody who's hit with it gets super speed. Please don't do that. Please don't give anyone who's hit by this lightning super speed. Don't even give anyone hit by this lightning powers. Just don't do it. Apparently now that no one's inside of the Speed Force prison, the Speed Force is unbalanced, so someone has to take up residence in the Speed Force. Obviously, Barry's gonna go do that. And the Speed Force takes the form of his mother to get him to go back. I'm guessing that means that Barry will be watching his mother's death for eternity. But the most important thing here is that this is exactly what happened in the comics that led to Wally West becoming the Flash for 20 years. Not the walking into the Speed Force part, but the being gone and living in the Speed Force for a really long time. The best part about this ending is that it opens up the show to an awesome Flash comic arc called Flash Rebirth. And I'm not talking about the new one, I mean the one from 2009. Barry came back from the Speed Force because he was called out of it by the Reverse Flash. He came back a little bit corrupted by Reverse Flash's negative Speed Force, and eventually had to use the Flash family to stop the Reverse Flash. It was a great arc, and they could use this not only to bring back Barry, but to bring back Reverse Flash as well. I really thought something cool was going to happen right here, but I'm not going to lie. It was epic that nothing happened. It actually hurt really good. You Speed Force tease. I'll talk more about DeVoe. I'll talk more about the Season 4 stuff. I'll talk more about the Flash Rebirth arc that they could use to bring Barry back and how they could bring back the Reverse Flash. All the stuff related to the comic books. But for now, guys, let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. What was your favorite part? Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.